"Is there anybody there?" said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door. And his horse in the silence champed the grass of the forest's ferny floor. And a bird flew up out of the turret above the traveller's head. And he smote upon the door again a second time. "Is there anybody there?" he said. But no one descended to the traveller. No head from the leaf-fringed sill leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood perplexed and still, but only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight. To that voice from the world of men stood thronging the faint moonbeams on the dark stair that goes down to the empty hall, hearkening in an air stirred and shaken by the lonely traveller's call. And he felt in his heart their strangeness, their stillness answering his cry, while his horse moved, cropping the dark turf, neath the starred and leafy sky. For he suddenly smote on the door, even louder, and lifted his head. "Tell them I came, and no one answered, that I kept my word," he said. Never the least stir made the listeners, though every word he spake fell echoing through the shadowiness of the still house, from the one man left awake. Aye, they heard his foot upon the stirrup, and the sound of iron on stone, and how the silence surged softly backward when the plunging hoofs were gone.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Learn. Today I'm making this video for class 7th, and this is the second part of the poem The Listeners, and in today's video I will be explaining you the poem line-wise. Pardon me for my heavy voice today. I'm actually not well. So yes, today we will be discussing the poem line-wise. In the previous video, I gave you few informations about the poet Walter de la Mare, and I have also explained you the summary of the poem. So let's start the poem today. "Is there anybody there?" said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door, and his horse in the silence champed the grasses of the forest's ferny floor. And a bird flew up out of the turret above the traveller's head, and he smote upon the door again a second time. "Is there anybody there?" he said. But no one dissident to the traveller. No head from the leaf-fringed sill leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood perplexed and still, but only a host of phantom listeners. Okay, so in this poem, The Listeners by Walter John de la Mare. Okay, this poem is of around 36 lines. Okay, and in this poem there is a moonlit night when traveler comes on his horse and he knocks at the door of a house. He demands that the door be opened, but receives no response to his call. There was deadly silence within the house. Now, हमें देखना क्या है पोएम में कि हमारी पोएम जहाँ से स्टार्ट होती है, द पोएम स्टार्ट्स विद अ क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ, एंड द क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड दैट इज देयर एनीबडी देयर. Okay, so one day there was a traveler who was traveling to somewhere, and suddenly he stopped in midway. He stopped in front of a house, and that house was an abandoned house. ठीक है, abandoned house मतलब वो हाउस देखकर ऐसा लग रहा था कि वहाँ पर बहुत टाइम से कोई रहता नहीं था. It was a seized house. Now the traveler is knocking on the door at night. Okay, and the space around the house is said to be lit by moonlight and filled with silence. वहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा शांति थी और जो पूरा एटमॉस्फियर था जो पूरा स्पेस था हाउस के आसपास वो कैसा था, उस पे मून लाइट पड़ रही थी. Now these few describing phrases paint an immediate picture of the scene. जैसे ही हम ये सारी चीज़ें पढ़ते हैं कि वहाँ पे साइलेंस था, ठीक है, और वो उसने नॉक किया, किसी की आवाज़ नहीं आई, मून लाइट पड़ रही थी, वैसे ही हमारी आंखों के सामने एक पिक्चराइजेशन होती है कि वो जो सीन है वो कुछ ऐसा दिखता होगा. A reader will be able to imagine the door, the sky, and the sound of the horse. Okay, let's move forward. And his horse in the silence champed the grasses of the forest's ferny floor. So he was not alone. With him, there was a horse. Okay, who was with him? His horse was with him. And what was the horse doing? Horse was chewing the grass. Where? From the forest. Ferny means grassy. Okay, grassy floor. So जो वहाँ पे ग्रासी फ्लोर थी, हॉर्स क्या कर रहा था, उस पे ग्रासेस च्यू कर रहा था. मतलब वो जब तक जो हमारा ट्रैवलर था वो नॉक करके वेट करता कि किसी का रिस्पॉन्स मिले, तब तक जो हॉर्स था वो क्या कर रहा था, ही वॉज च्यूइंग द ग्रासेस ऑन द फॉरेस्ट ग्रासी फ्लोर. And a bird flew up out of the turret above the traveler's head. Now all these all these expressions like bird, silence and everything, okay, is used just to create a mysterious look in the poem. ठीक है. turret क्या होता है? See in this picture you can see ये जो हाउस के ऊपर टावर के साइड में बना हुआ है सर्कल टाइप का, इसे कहते हैं turret. Okay, so there was a bird which was flying out of the turret and then that bird flew above the traveler's head. Now keep it in mind that all these phrases are just used to create a mysterious look in the poem. And he smote upon the door again a second time. Now when the traveler knocked for the first time, he waited there for some time to get a response, but he did not get any reply. So he smote again. Okay, smote means he knocked again on the door, and this time a little bit louder. Is there anybody there? He said. Now he asked the same question again. This proves that although the traveler might be confident enough to knock hard on the door, he is still unsure about whether or not there is actually anybody in the home. उसे अभी भी कंफर्म नहीं था कि उसे कोई जवाब मिलेगा या नहीं. He waits there, but no one dissident. Okay, and in that line, this proves that somewhere in the wood, the speaker is lost. He was looking for someone to reply, but nobody gave him any reply. No head from the but no one dissident to the traveler. मतलब dissident means came to. कोई ना उसके पास आया, ना ही उसे कोई जवाब मिला. No head from the leaf-fringed sill leaned over and looked into his grey eyes. The window that the traveler would expect, the inhabitant of the home to appear in, remains empty. उसने ऊपर सर उठाकर देखा कि क्या विंडो से कोई उसे देखने की कोशिश कर रहा था, क्या कोई उसे झांकने की कोशिश कर रहा था, बट देयर वाज नोबडी. किसी का कोई वहाँ पे नामो निशान नहीं था. देयर इज़ स्टिल नो साइन दैट एनीवन इज़ प्रेजेंट इन द बिल्डिंग. ओके, और इफ देयर इज़ समवन विलिंग टू लेट हिम इन. नाउ leaned over and looked into his grey eyes. Now his horse, who was with him, was also perplexed, confused. He was standing there and he was also confused. उसने सोचा कि मेरा ये जो मास्टर है, ये जो मेरा ओनर है, what is he actually doing here? ना पे वहाँ कोई इंसान था, ना ही वहाँ पे कोई दिख रहा था. So his horse was also confused. So the traveler looked into whose grey eyes? Into his हॉर्सेस ग्रे आइज. किसकी ग्रे आइज की बात हुई है यहाँ पे? हॉर्स की. किसने लीन ओवर होके देखा? ट्रैवलर ने. किसकी आइज में देखा? ट्रैवलर की. Where he stood perplexed and still, and the horse was standing there perplexed and still. He was confused and he was still. But only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then. Now these lines makes clear that house is in fact empty. Okay, there is no one inside who is ignoring the travelers knocking and shouting. Now the traveler is completely alone, aside from his horse. No one can even hear his voice because there is no one. Okay, the house is lone house, मतलब खाली हाउस है, एम्प्टी हाउस है जहाँ कोई नहीं रहता है. देयर इज इनसाइड. कौन है वहाँ पर? सिर्फ कुछ फैंटम लिसनर्स हैं. फैंटम मीन्स घोस्ट. ठीक है, सिर्फ स्पिरिट्स हैं किसी की जो सुन रही हैं. Stood listening in the quiet of the moonlit light to that voice from the word of men. Stood thronging the faint moonbeams on the dark stair that goes down to empty hall, hearkening in air stirred and shaken by the lonely traveler's call. Okay, so what happened? Now it's just the imagination of poet that inside the house there is phantom ghost. Okay, there are phantom ghosts who are inside the house and they are just, you know, वो कर क्या रहे हैं इनसाइड द हाउस? वो जो फैंटम हैं, घोस्ट, वो क्या करते हैं? दे आर जस्ट स्टैंडिंग. ओके, दे आर जस्ट स्टैंडिंग क्वाइटली इनसाइड द हाउस. उन्होंने एक पिक्चराइजेशन क्रिएट किया है पोइट ने कि जो हाउस है वो एम्प्टी है, हाउस के अंदर मून लाइट पड़ रही है और वहाँ पे जितने भी फैंटम लिसनर्स हैं वो शांति से खड़े होके सुन रहे हैं आवाज़ों को. टू दैट वॉइस फ्रॉम द वर्ड ऑफ मैन. वर्ड ऑफ मैन किसके लिए यूज़ किया गया है यहाँ? ह्यूमन बींग्स के लिए. मतलब हो सकता है ये उनकी आदत हो, जब भी कोई आता हो, कोई ह्यूमन बींग आता हो और बाहर से आवाज़ देता हो तो वो सिर्फ अंदर से सुनते होंगे, वो कभी भी जवाब नहीं देते होंगे. Stood thronging. Thronging means in a crowdy manner, crowd बना के. ठीक है. The faint moonbeams on the dark stair that goes down to the empty hall. अब यहाँ पे जो हाउस है उसके अंदर के एम्बियंस की बात की गई है कि जो हाउस है उसके अंदर क्या है? स्टेयर्स हैं, सीढ़ियाँ हैं और जो रूम है, जो हाउस है वो बहुत डार्क है, बहुत डार्कनेस है उसमें. उसमें कहीं से एक मून बीम्स आ रही है, मून की लाइट आ रही है, मून लाइट आ रही है फेंट फेंट. ठीक है. और जितने भी घोस्ट हैं, जितने भी फैंटम हैं, वो सारे के सारे क्या करे हैं? उन्होंने एक क्राउड बना के, एक थ्रॉन्ग बना के स्टेयर्स पे खड़े हैं. ठीक है. और वो स्टेयर्स कहाँ जाता है? वो स्टेयर्स जाता है एक एम्प्टी हॉल की तरफ. वो बस शांति से वहाँ खड़े हैं. दे आर स्टिर. ओके, देयर इज़ नो मूवमेंट, देयर इज़ नो shaking. Everything is just so silent and they are just listening to the travelers call. वहाँ पे इतना साइलेंस है, इतनी शांति है, वो बस सुन रहे हैं किन की आवाज़ों को? ट्रैवलर की कॉल को. And he felt in his heart their strangeness, their stillness answering his cry. Now the traveler was feeling very strange because he could feel the presence of somebody inside the house. उसे ऐसा लग रहा था कि घर के अंदर कोई ना कोई तो ज़रूर है. और उसे ये भी लग रहा था एट द सेम टाइम कि अगर कोई है देन वाई दैट दोज पीपल आर नॉट रिस्पॉन्डिंग, वाई दोज पीपल आर नॉट रिप्लाइंग. ओके. While his horse moved, cropping the dark turf neath means beneath, turf means grass, the starred and leafy sky, for he suddenly smote on the door even louder and lifted his head. Now everything was strange for the traveler. His horse was also there. Now his horse moved and he was still cropping and champing the grass. Both the traveler and his horse were under the sky. Okay, and now suddenly he knocked at the door again for the third time, and this time he lifted his head and in a louder voice he shouted. And what did he shout? He said, "Tell them that I came." And no one answered. "That I kept my word," he said. उसने अपना सर ऊंचा उठाया और उसने बहुत तेज़ आवाज़ में कहा कि टेल देम आई केम एंड नो वन आंसर्ड। उन्हें बता देना कि मैं यहाँ आया था। एंड आई केप्ट माई वर्ड्स एंड आई केप्ट माई प्रॉमिस बट नो वन आंसर्ड। नाउ दिस क्वेश्चन रिमेन अनआंसर्ड कि किसने जवाब दिया, वो किसके बारे में बात कर रहा था, वो किसे कह रहा था कि वो यहाँ आया था और उसने अपना प्रॉमिस रखा। Nevertheless, still made the listener, though every word he spake is used for spoke, fell echoing through the shadowiness of this still house from the one man left awake. Okay, वो वहाँ खड़ा हुआ था, उसने बहुत तेज़ आवाज़ में कहा कि टेल देम दैट आई केम, आई kept my words, but nobody gave me reply, nobody responded. Okay, and every word that he spoke was echoing in the shadowiness and the still house, because there was complete silence. वहाँ कोई आवाज़ नहीं थी. House was empty, forest was empty, एवरीथिंग वॉज डार्क क्योंकि रात का टाइम था. सब इतना जो शांति थी उसकी वजह से वो जो हर एक वर्ड बोल रहा था वो इको कर रहा था, गूंज रहा था बहुत. फ्रॉम द वन मैन लेफ्ट अवेक they heard his foot upon the stirrup and the sound of our iron on stone, and how the silence surged softly backward when the plunging hoofs were gone. Okay, now his each and every word echoed in the silence forest, but he could feel the presence of somebody, and he was very disturbed that if there is someone, then why they are not replying. अब होता क्या है, जब वो जाने लगता है वहाँ से, he got up onto his horse, वो अपने horse पे बैठता है. Okay, then also the phantom listeners who were inside the house, they were listening his sound, they were listening that he was getting up onto his horse. They heard the sound of iron on stone. उन्होंने आवाज़ सुनी जब वो अपने हॉर्स पे बैठा, जब उसके जो पैर थे वो उसके जब उसका हॉर्स बेल्ट उसने निकाला उसकी आवाज़ सुने. And finally everything became silenced when he left that place. Hoofs means footstep of mammal. Okay, footstep of mammal. So everything was silent, but the phantom listeners also heard the sound of his horse walking again. Okay, and everything again became silence when horse and traveler left that place. Now few questions remain unanswered in this poem, like the first question, that who was inside the house. Second question is वो किससे कह रहा था कि टेल देम आई केम. हो सकता है कि अपने आप से ही बस ऐसे एक इमेजिनेशन हो इसकी. ठीक है. So there are a lot of questions which are unanswered, but in literature we need not to find reasons. Literature is just to enjoy. Poems लिखी जाती है सिर्फ enjoy करने के लिए, उसे पढ़ने के लिए, उसमें reasons और reasoning निकालने के लिए नहीं. So all in all, the poem is a wonderful poem. We have completed the poem. If you feel that there is anything which you need to ask me, you are free to ask me in the comment section. And in the next video I will be discussing the question answers of this poem. So till then, take care and stay safe.